Hey everybody, it's Peter. It's day 7 in August of the SSSVEDA Savvy Sexy Social from Amy Schmidhauer vlog every day in August. Unfortunately, I skipped a day. Yesterday wasn't quite up to it, feeling a bit down, so I figured screw it. And I'm going by Amy's video from back in April, which was, I'll post the link for that. It's about perfection, and even last Veda too, she's skipping a few days. This month she's skipping a few days, but of course she has a wedding to plan and a business to run, so I think she has a lot of bit of time. And a lot of people stressing out about, I got to do all these, 31 videos in a month or whatever. And the whole thing is, again, I've said in earlier videos, it's all about the practice. This is one way of how you practice. And today's topic was, I'm going to be reading off today because I got an interesting email. And today's topic is, what's your favorite online resource and or video? That's an easy question if you're doing the triple S Veda. It's Amy Schmidhauer. That's my favorite video resource, and also YouTube itself. I like using YouTube. YouTube's pretty cool. I look up quite a few things. My next actually online resource would be Google itself. If I don't know something, Google something. Why is my game not working properly here? Where's a place to go get a replacement battery for my old phone? Oh, things like that. So the internet itself is a good resource, but if I have to look up something like for this kind of thing, for vlogging, I consult Amy and all her multitude of videos. Oh, and talking about YouTube, I just got this, hopefully it's legit and not some bogus thingy, but this is from the YouTube creators team. I know Amy went there one time and some other people too, in one of the girls I follow who's in Scotland. Went to a YouTube creator get together last year, I think sometime too earlier this year. So as far as I know, the creator team staff is a legit thing. But me, I'm just a little guy. I am up to now 54 subs and 3,987 views, so just short of 4,000. And then after 6,000 more views, they give me old 10,000 views, I get a set of steak knives or something, or access to the executive virtual bathroom for YouTube, and you get some other perks with that too. So it's a long run up ahead. It's interesting. I got this email because it's basically saying, "Oh my God, you've had 519 minutes watched this month. That's 8.65 whole hours. Wow, 8 hours. Somebody watching my stuff. Why?" I know, and it's just interesting to get this kind of a report because it's like, what? This is, why am I getting this report? Maybe because I've just been busy. I've been banging out videos for the last little while. I also did a couple of reviews too. Okay, this is probably because of Triple S Veda, but I mean, recently too, I did Atomic Blonde. I did a baby driver video, so I did a couple of reviews. And what else? I think that's the most current things. No, it's sort of, kind of unique and interesting. And maybe one of their automated programs picked on this up. Oh, we've got a radar report, and it's this guy over here, Peter Richter. He's up to something. Let's send him an email. So things like, this is what the report says. Here's how your channel did this month. +6 uploads, which is basically coincides with Veda. With plus, again, 519 minutes watched, plus 8 subscribers, which I did out. And then suddenly after putting my name on the list on Amy's site, I got a few more, and then on top of that, as Veda has been progressing, I got a few more. So now I've got 10 to 54. I have to, of course, wait 48 hours till they turn around. Some of the other things they mentioned here, too. I had a whole 14 comments this month. Ooh. And we're only on, the 7th, so a whole weekend. I got 14 comments. Most of them were good. I had a couple of spam ones like, "Oh, you're using music. Hey, we've got a music." I was getting actually, spam things. There was one site that actually did have free, copyright-free music. So I might check out that site. But a couple others were like, "Oh, hey, check me out on Instagram. Do I know you? Do I want to check you on Instagram? I don't think so." I got 8 whole likes this month so far. And supposedly 10 people shared my stuff. Woohoo! And a little note from the gang over at YouTube. "Dear Peter KJ Richter, happy summer. We're taking a bit of a vacation." Sunglass emoji. "And you should too. Seriously, dude. Summer's sweaty and you deserve a break. You're not talking. Summer was sweaty before SSVEDA. I managed. You just got to crank open the windows and turn on the fan and away you go. But not before you get some super useful tips for your friends from your friends at YouTube Creator Academy about creating content cooler than an ice pop. Okay. Salesman much? 3 tips. Or if you're in Europe, 3 tips, because if you do that, you may get shot. Check out Inglourious Bastards. Tip number 1, digital SLR. You kidding me? Take your phone. So basically, I checked it out. It was a video about some guy. He's up somewhere I forget if he's Scottish or he's English or whatever he was, but he was out mucking about in the countryside, taking his camera and, oh, look at this interesting thing we can do. And you can stick it in the water. But actually, there was all these different life hacks you can do with your phone. Like, don't have to get a fancy gimbal and a reel. You just get a couple of broomsticks and a tripod and some duct tape or whatever else, and you can do these amazing pans and spins with your camera taped to whatever. And there was another one for putting your camera onto an egg timer. Of course, somebody made a comment that, right, cool idea, get an egg timer and go tick, 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 and you can do this time-lapse effect with your phone. But the comment was, yeah, but where are you going to get the $300 tripod to put it on top of? Where's the hack for that? And also doing some underwater shots while you're watching little fiddler crabs up in, I think it was actually Scotland the fellow was from. I'd have to watch it again to check the accent. I'll maybe list the videos in the comments below too. But he didn't say how he made the little plastic housing to put the camera into. He was just saying, oh yeah, I made this hack. You stick the camera in there, and if it goes in the water, you can watch the crabs going around. It's amazing. It's brilliant. We love you, Mary Poppins. Yeah, that's a really bad East Ender Cockney accent. I usually more like the Michael Caine. You know, it takes a man in a tweed suit to fall from the top of Big Ben to the ground 4.5 seconds, and not many people know that. And remember too, we're only going to blow the bloody doors off. Tip number 2 is Light It Up by Freddie Wong, who does, I can't remember him, but look up Freddie Wong. Everybody knows Freddie Wong. He's actually one of the first guys I actually saw doing his own homemade videos and like doing like mini movies. I don't quote me, but I'm not sure if he did the, what was it called? It was a couple of years ago. I'll look it up. But basically, high school video games. These kids basically go to a special school to learn to play video games professionally. And the cool thing is that as they're playing these games, you're seeing them in-game as their own avatars, like playing these shoot-'em-up games and stuff like that. So that was kind of a cool. And the other one was, tip number 3 was keeping tabs on your channel. So there's an app you can download called the Creator Studio app for YouTube, which is basically on your phone. You can check the same analytics and all that other stuff you do on your YouTube page when you go into My Channel and you go into the video manager and you check all the stuff on the side. The app can do the same thing for you. So it's just in a smaller compact form, and if you really want to, oh, how's my channel doing? Well, let's check out the phone. Oh, it's doing wonderful. Great. Oh, and then the hashtag Creator Spotlight was talking about a British / Pakistani YouTube comedian named Hamza Arshad. And basically, I watched a bit of his stuff. He's a Muslim fellow, and what he does using comedy is basically trying to talk kids of like, yeah, dudes, don't go to Syria. It's not fun. Don't, blowing yourself up is not a fun deal. But check out his video too, because I guess, and I was talking to my friend about this the other day too, about all this rash again of exploding people and things happening, and the Manchester concert, things like that. And everybody's like, oh, it's ISIS and all this other stuff. A lot of it is some people are being drawn into ISIS either through YouTube or other ways of, bringing them in and saying like, oh, come work for us and, you get to go up to heaven and the X amount of virgins, that kind of thing. It'll be a great time. And his message is like, yeah, dude, don't do it. It's stupid. Islam does not preach this. This is what Islam is all about, okay? Come along on my little ride and I'll show you this. And actually, he's actually worked with the local police. When he first was approached, he thought, did I do something wrong? Am I being profiled or something? Like, they're like, like you're doing with the kids. Yeah, can you do the same thing for us? And then, keep the kids from being all mucking about and blowing up things. And, it'll be really super cool and brilliant with us. That was kind of a cool thing. So, yeah, that was my little contribution today. So, what's your favorite resource? What do you like to check on things? So how does things help you with creating your blogs, running your channel, that sort of thing? Comment below. You know the drill. Like, dislike. Would be nice if you subscribed. More subscribers, the better. And I think I'm finally getting better. So I think today I'm actually quite confident today in front of the camera. See you in the next one.